Potential flash flooding in central Texas and the Northeast. Possible isolated tornadoes, 2-inch hail, 75-mile-per-hour winds in the Central Plains. Good morning, I'm meteorologist Pew, and today is July 7, 2025. The Weather Prediction Center, as of this morning, just updated to a moderate risk for flash flooding in central Texas. And as I'm recording this video, stationary convection has already taken place, and we can expect rain pretty much all day. In the next 24 hours, there are rainfall totals in isolated areas that could see upwards of 6 more inches of rain. In the Northeast, we have remnants of Tropical Storm Chantal that's going to be entering in the area, and those areas could see rainfall totals from 2 to 3 inches this afternoon and evening. From the Central Plains to the Northern Plains, we have a really broad enhanced risk, or a 3 out of 5. And what that entails is that we have a 5% chance to see an isolated tornado or two. But the greatest threat today is that we have winds going up to 75 miles per hour or greater, and isolated hail that could be greater than 2 inches in diameter. For hail, most of the risk is going to happen around the initial time when thunderstorms start developing. And then later into the evening and even into the night, these storms are going to organize together and form what we call an MCS, or a mesoscale convective system, which in the most simple terms is basically one organized big blob pushing out heavy precipitation and wind. From Maine to the Ozarks, it looks like things will start popping up around 2 to 3 Eastern time. And then for the Central High Plains, it looks like supercell development is going to start around 2 p.m. Mountain Time. And then places like South Dakota may see redevelopment around 2 p.m. Central Time. Okay, so let's look at what's causing all of this. At 500 millibars, or midway through the troposphere, we have two features that are going to interact with each other. We have a ridge in the southwest, and we have a trough in the northern plains. And these two features are going to tighten the isobars, or the lines of constant pressure, which means more wind speed, which means better shear, tilting the updrafts, which is going to enhance those thunderstorm development. Another feature that we can point out is that the exit region of the trough and the ridge, we can see that the isobars are actually getting further apart, which increases the upward motion in that area, because when you have air spread out aloft, that encourages air from the bottom to go upwards. So putting it together, our areas of concern are going to have evidence of upward motion, and then behind it, greater wind shear, which is going to prolong those storms that do develop. Looking at the satellite imagery this morning, we can see that most of the areas of our concern do have clear skies. There is an area in South Dakota that's already producing convection. But later this afternoon, areas that have clear skies ahead of that convection will redevelop those thunderstorms. And so with those clear skies, we're going to have diurnal heating, more surface heating, more instability. Taking a look at the surface, we have a cold front that's going all the way from Maine to the Ozarks, and that's going to be the main mechanism for surface lifts. In the Central Plains, we have a warm front, and that's providing more warm, moist air into that area. And then behind it, we have a cold front, and that's going to lift those surface airs.